We are officially on the road to WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, and I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on Monday Night Raw last night, the February 3rd, 2025 edition, the first Raw since the Royal Rumble, man. What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to MKE MANIACI. Last night's show I thought was pretty decent, man, so I took a lot of notes on the show last night, and I'm just going to go through each segment, talk about each match, give my thoughts and opinions on what happened. And please chime in the comment section down below your thoughts and opinions as well. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it, man. So the show started off live from Cleveland, Ohio, man. The men's Royal Rumble winner of 2025. Main event Jey Uso came out, started the show off, man. The crowd 110,000% behind Jey Uso, man. It was a cool moment with the "You Deserve It," and they restarted the music, and man, it was a great moment to see that. And I know, initially when Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble over the weekend, I did the video, and I was very skeptical about the booking and the decision. But after this segment, after seeing that reception, I mean, we see the reception every week. Proof is in the pudding. I'm like, man, this isn't really a bad choice of a Royal Rumble winner. So listen. You deserve a chance. Jay gave us a history lesson throughout his career of how, he was always known as a tag team guy, how he would break out of that. Gunther then comes out. The World Heavyweight Champion Gunther comes out, pretty much tells Jey Uso, listen, been there, done that, buddy. I beat you multiple times. I have no interest in facing you at WrestleMania. Give me CM Punk, John Cena, Roman Reigns. Give me somebody that'll help my legacy. Me beating you at WrestleMania isn't going to help my legacy. Gunther tore in to Jay, man. So pretty much Gunther told Jay, listen, don't pick me for WrestleMania. Pick Cody. Pick the WWE champion. I already beat you. This is not going to benefit me at all. I got more to lose than you. So Jay pretty much told Gunther, listen, I'm still weighing my options. He's going to show up on SmackDown this Friday. He's going to holler at Cody Rhodes, see what's going on there. And like I said, man, it's a story with Jay and Gunther. It's also a story with Jay and Cody that goes back even further, man. So I still think Jay's going to pick Gunther as his WrestleMania opponent. And like I said, bro, seeing this segment and I feel like I needed a little more validation, as to why they picked Jay to win the Rumble. And I got that validation last night. I'm actually looking forward to this redemption story. Clearly, Jay's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. It sucks that Gunther's going to lose 2 Manias in a row, but it is going to be a great moment to see Jay finally get his crowning moment. I mean, think about this. Jay has been known as main event Jey Uso for the last 5 years. For the last 5 years, he's been known as main event Jey Uso. He's always been right there knocking on the door. Man, the story behind this is actually incredible, and I'm intrigued by it. So, I'm on board. Main event Jey Uso. Listen, I feel like this wasn't a bad choice, especially compared to, years of Alberto Del Rio winning the Royal Rumble, Batista winning the Royal Rumble, just little things like that of winners that just didn't necessarily need it, winners that didn't really push the company forward. Listen, this is something new. It's something fresh. I get we're all critical of it because it's not the person that we wanted. But listen, I feel like either way, fans would have felt the way had CM Punk won or Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, because they've been there, done that. They've been to main events. They've won world championships. We got something new and fresh. So I say all that to say, man, I'm 110,000% behind Jey Uso on this road to WrestleMania as well, man. So moving on, we had a one-on-one match, Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. This was a pretty enjoyable match, man. Penta, of course, defeated Kaiser. He's undefeated. Pete Dunne came out. So I think we're going to get some type of alliance between Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser. They kind of teasing it, and I wouldn't be against him. And I know the tag team division desperately needs a revamp, especially on Monday Night Raw. And as much as I would love to see Pete Dunne have his singles run, like a legit singles run, and also seeing what they could probably do a Cesaro run on Ludwig Kaiser, as cool as it'll be to see that, man, but adding some legitimacy to the tag team division on Raw, I can't be mad at that either. We then had a backstage segment, man. So Finn Balor returned at the Royal Rumble. Balor clearly is very frustrated with this crumbling Judgment Day. He's blaming Dominic Mysterio for JD McDonough's injury last week, which was a nasty injury. Hopeful for a speedy recovery for JD McDonough. But listen, he got in Dom's face. It's clearly been a lot of animosity between Finn Balor and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now, Liv had to interject herself and say, listen, me and Raquel were coming after those tag team titles, and Dom got you an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Finn's tone switched. Now, I do feel the Judgment Day has run its course. It's kind of gone as far as it's gonna go. And the way that they're planting the seeds, I don't know if we're gonna get Dirty Dom versus Finn Balor at WrestleMania 41. And you need a babyface. So which of the two will be the babyface? Finn clearly has a ton of support from a lot of the diehard fans like myself who, believe, man, listen, Finn should have been the guy almost 10 years ago. First ever Universal Champion. Finn Balor, still across the board, in my opinion, main event material, for sure. But then again, you got Dominic Mysterio, who, even though he gets a negative reaction from the WWE Universe, you love to hate the guy. So if you had to pick who becomes the babyface between Finn Balor or Dominic Mysterio, I would probably think that they were probably going the direction of Dirty Dominic Mysterio having a babyface run. I mean, the guy, and he will eventually be heel again, but I think Dom as a babyface, maybe eventually even reuniting with Rhea Ripley for old time's sake. I can see them going that direction, but I think we're going to be getting Finn Balor versus Dom here pretty soon. So next up, the winner of the women's Royal Rumble match this year, Miss Charlotte Flair, came out to a very hostile environment in Cleveland, man. The crowd was not rocking with her. I initially, when they announced Charlotte's return, and even, her coming out at the Royal Rumble, I'm like, okay, she's going to be the babyface in this. But Tiffany Stratton's been getting a huge reception from the crowd. And of course, Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest baby faces on the roster. So it makes sense for Charlotte to have that heel edginess to her. Now, the fans booed Charlotte. Charlotte said, listen, whether you want to boo me or not, I missed you guys. I thought my career was over last year. I thought I was never going to make it back in this squared circle again. Charlotte pretty much was trying to be heartfelt with the WWE Universe. Oh, the crowd wasn't feeling it at all. We know Charlotte and, the criticism she gets online, that pretty much she gets handed every opportunity. Every WrestleMania that Charlotte has competed in, she's been in one of the biggest marquee matches. And that's a fact. Charlotte does get championship matches, whenever she wants championship matches. That's just the fact of the matter, but she is an exceptional talent, and clearly still a draw. So Rhea Ripley, the women's world champion, came out. Rhea Ripley pretty much telling Charlotte, listen, I beat you. I beat you before, but Charlotte also had to remind Rhea, listen, I beat you as well, both at WrestleMania. And then I got to thinking, I know, I personally think the direction that they're going to go is Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. I think, like I said, this was very strategic of them to have Tiffany win Money in the Bank, to put the championship on her right now. Charlotte has clearly been, very, very vocal about her endorsement, her co-sign of Tiffany Stratton. That'll be a great storyline, a great build-up. Young versus, the vet. I get it. But after this segment between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, I'm like, man, I kind of want to see them run it back for a third WrestleMania. Rhea explained it in the promo that she has evolved. She's different. She's not a kid anymore. She's mommy. She's her. She's her. For real now. And Rhea felt disrespected by Charlotte Flair. Charlotte said, listen, I'm going to go to NXT. Charlotte's going to be on NXT tonight. She's going to see if Julia, the NXT Women's Champion, inspires her more. She's going to go to SmackDown. She's going to chop it up with Tiffany Stratton, the Women's Champion, to see if she inspires her more. Rhea wants Charlotte at WrestleMania, but Charlotte is still weighing her options. But like I said, it technically makes the most sense to do Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. but I see that they're going in a different direction, and I can't be mad at Tiffany Stratton getting an incredible moment with a woman who initially got her into this business, Charlotte Flair, at WrestleMania. Next up, we had a backstage interview with Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn saw Jey Uso backstage. Jey said, listen, no hard feelings of what happened at the Rumble, yada, yada. Sami said, listen, man, I'm happy for you. He embraced Jey Uso, ton of history between the two. And of course, Karrion Kross, who's been stalking Sami Zayn as of late, pretty much telling Sami, listen, man, how are you okay seeing everyone else live out your dreams? Why are you so happy for everyone else? When is it going to be time for you? And Sami not trying to hear it, pretty much telling Kross, bro, get out my face. Get out of here. So moving on, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley backstage. I know this match is going to happen at WrestleMania. Charlotte's facing Tiffany. Io and Rhea, they're planting the seeds. Each and every week they're planting the seeds, but they were attacked by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, man. So moving on, the New Day gets a new theme song, and I heard rumors that Jim Johnston has something to do with this, so hopefully he's back in the company. Yo, hey, come on now. I don't know how true the rumors are, man, but they did have a new song, a little more of an edgier song. That was some criticism, but it'll grow on us. So it was the New Day versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Logan Paul came out. Of course, Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio will be facing each other in a qualifier match next week for the Elimination Chamber. The New Day ended up getting the win with the help from Logan Paul. And honestly, like, looking at it, I think Big E is done. I think Big E's done. I feel like this is kind of like a new breath of fresh air for Kofi and Xavier Woods. I mean, the New Day's been a thing for over a decade. So, you know, it's had a little more umph to it. A part of me still feels that we could see Big E back. I say the selfish fan in me, come on, Big E, we need you. Just one more run. Maybe have Big E join this edgier New Day. I wouldn't be against it, man. All right, so Michael Cole let us know Roman Reigns is out of action for the foreseeable future after that assault from Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. So Roman, you know, like I said on my Elimination Chamber match card predictions, Roman is not going to be at the Elimination Chamber, at least not competing. If he does come back, it'll either be at the Elimination Chamber or the Raw after the Elimination Chamber. And best believe he's going to have a ton of smoke for Seth freaking Rollins. And this just further adds, like, you know, how serious that attack was from Rollins onto Roman during the Royal Rumble match after their elimination. I think for a fact, I think we can pretty much confirm that The Rock's not going to be at WrestleMania this year. But I'll get more on that as, you know, this video goes on. So we then had Liv Morgan versus Io Sky, which was a great match. This was a fantastic match. This was an Elimination Chamber qualifier. Rhea Ripley got involved and pretty much got Liv Morgan to win via disqualification. Io was very disgruntled, mad about that, going off on Rhea Ripley. I do expect Io Sky to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Of course, I think they're going to do like last chance matches, and that's where Io will get in. And I do expect Io to win this Elimination Chamber match as well. So Raw General Manager Adam Pearce made the announcement. AJ Styles is officially a Monday Night Raw superstar, man. So I think we're getting very close to my WrestleMania fantasy card that I did back in October of AJ Styles versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania. The seeds kind of was there playing it at the Royal Rumble. We're getting closer to it, man. So Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker walks in and said, listen, what's the deal? What's going on with me? And I told you guys yesterday on my Elimination Chamber 2025 match card predictions video, we need the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker on more PLEs. I want to see him defend that championship at the Elimination Chamber. I do expect that he's going to go into WrestleMania at this point as Intercontinental Champion. And I think him interjecting himself into that segment, them putting Braun Breaker into that segment of them announcing AJ Styles as a new member of Monday Night Raw, it was on purpose. Maybe if we don't get Logan Paul versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, maybe we get Braun Breaker versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Can AJ Styles win his first ever Intercontinental title at WrestleMania? That'll be intriguing to see. So Seth Rollins, Mr. Crash Out himself, came out looking like Jeepers Creepers, the Undertaker's little brother. Dripped out per usual. So Seth Rollins pretty much is happy that, hey, CM Punk's dream of main event WrestleMania is crumbled. I'm happy about it, says Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins also touched on the fact that Roman Reigns is hurt and also said, listen, and okay, I want to say this before I forget it. Seth Rollins is at the point in his career, it doesn't matter what he does. I feel like the WWE universe will never turn on Seth Rollins. He attacks CM Punk. The fans love Punk. He beats the hell and injures Roman Reigns. Fans love Roman, and they still cheer for Seth Rollins because Seth is just that damn good, man. Seth is that guy. So Seth pretty much said, listen, Roman hurts everyone, and he would have done the same thing to me. Now, Seth, if memory serves me correct, you were kind of the one that started this whole beef in the first place, but Rollins letting you know, hey, I got a lot of smoke, and it's forever up and stuck with Roman and Punk, I should say. So Seth Rollins did announce that he's going to be the one to face Finn Balor in a couple of weeks, maybe next week or a week after next in an Elimination Chamber qualifier. He then calls out Sami Zayn. Now, the main event of Raw is Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. Winner qualifies for the Chamber. So he calls out Sami Zayn. Zayn's been kind of getting pulled in all type of different directions to me. It's like you look at the road to the Royal Rumble and Kevin Owens kind of getting in Sami Zayn's mind. You then look at what Karrion Kross is saying to Sami Zayn backstage. And then this segment of Seth Rollins pretty much boosting Sami Zayn's head up like, listen, you're Sami freaking Zayn. Damn it, Rollins was dancing to the man's song on his way down to the ring. Said, listen, I know you can beat CM Punk. You're better than CM Punk. Qualify. Let's do this, man. I'll join you in the chamber. We can battle it out to see who goes to Mania. So I do feel like with Sami Zayn's going through right now, he's being used. And it's interesting to see where they're going to go as far as WrestleMania with Sami Zayn. Because I feel like Zayn is he's that good guy right now. He's happy for his friends. He's kind of lost, but I feel like a lot of people are getting into his head. They're using Sami Zayn for their own benefits, whether it's Karrion Kross, Kevin Owens, or Seth Rollins. So listen, this match between CM Punk and Sami Zayn, incredible. This match in Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, my two favorite matches of the night. Great match. CM Punk ended up getting the win over Sami Zayn, but after the match, we saw Kevin Owens. I didn't think we would see Kevin Owens again for at least another month. He beats the hell out of Sami Zayn, hits him with that packaged pile driver. Listen, I don't know what's getting into Kevin Owens because Zayn was right by his side at the Royal Rumble. He was concerned about his friend. But Kevin Owens clearly is frustrated, clearly is probably going to blame Sami Zayn for him not being able to get the job done against Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. He's going to blame Sami Zayn. And like I said, this is interesting to me because where is Sami Zayn going to end up at WrestleMania? Do we go the route of a Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn match at Mania? Is Randy Orton legitimately hurt? Or are we still going to do Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania? What's going to happen with those three? I think Zayn is gearing up to have a major program at Mania. I wouldn't be mad no matter what they do, whether it's Owens and Zayn or Owens and Orton. That this could also be a wake-up call for Sami Zayn. Maybe what Owens has been saying is true. Maybe Zayn, after getting the hell beat out of him by Kevin Owens, is going to be like, you know what? You're right, Kevin. It's time for me to wake up, get that killer instinct back. I'm going to align with you. We're going to rewrite every wrong that was done to us. We're going to take down the good guys. I can see them going in this direction of Sami Zayn pretty much going full on heel. I think it's time. But that was my Raw review. You guys let me know what you think about the show last night, favorite moments, and where are we going with Sami Zayn on this road to WrestleMania. If you are new to the channel, y'all rock with me and want more wrestling related content, please hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy MKE MANIACI. I'm out.